Amy Ritterbush, and I wanted to give you the select board actions taken for our January 10th, 2023 meeting. This is our first full meeting of the new year. We had previously had a info session on the Regional Emergency Communication Center the week before that. Okay, so on January 10th, we approved the minutes for December 20th, 2022. We accepted a gift of $300 from the Legacy Farms neighborhood to the fire department. We welcomed a new town employee, Anna Rogers, or she's a current town employee, but she's receiving a promotion. She's going to be the Environmental and Inspectional Services Coordinator in the Land Use Department. So we're happy to have her on board in that new position. We recognized 3 Eagle Scouts from Troop 4. So Kyle Fisher, who built warm-up pitching mounds and home plate areas on each side on the side of each field at EMC Park. Chris Hawley, who built a large shelter at the Bay Path Humane Society to protect the dogs and allow them to have more use in the summer and the winter and during inclement weather. And Dan McCabe, who refurbished a prayer garden at the St. Matthew's Parish. Next, we discussed the Regional Emergency Communication Center, which I know has been a very hot topic in town, and we've received a lot of emails. We've had a lot of people come to our meetings and to the listening session. We did not take a vote at this time. We're still in the gathering information stages, but we really do appreciate your feedback, and we're continuing to post frequently asked questions and other information as we look forward to making a decision by February 14th. We received an update from the Sustainable Green Committee about a climate action plan, which it included greenhouse gas recovery, a net zero resolution, which they're going to bring to town meeting, and a municipal aggregation plan, which I guess we previously approved at a town meeting, but it was hard to actually do. Not many power companies were offering it, but now we're going to see if we can go ahead and do that. And that would be, let's see, it's a little hard to explain. So we would have a municipal aggregation plan so that everybody in town could more easily opt into getting a portion of their electric energy from green sources. And I think the default would be about 10% from green sources, and you could opt out if you didn't want to do that, or you could increase it to 20% or more. And we're just going to try to get bids from different companies about what that would look like for residents financially, and then we'll see how we can move forward on that. The town manager gave us an update on the Main Street Corridor project. It's pretty much shut down now for the winter, but you can use the multi-use path, which is paved with blacktop right now. It'll be fully paved with cement next year, but that goes all the way from Center Trail to the downtown, about to Muffin House right now. It will eventually go all the way to the Common. Let's see. We had an update on PFAS, and at this meeting, they were still waiting for some permits from the DEP before they can begin work on the filtration system that we voted on at town meeting. And we're continuing to meet with Southborough about joining the MWRA, making a connection through Southborough, and they've told us about what they would like, us to do. We'll have to have an intermunicipal agreement with them about that and what our responsibility is. And they need some larger pipes in some cases and more they just would need more. So they have enough water for their needs as it is now, but they will need more if we're going to be added on for capacity. So anyway, we'll have to pay for any upgrades that will be needed to their system in order to do that. So we're ironing out that IMA. And let's see. Oh, we had a Lake Maspinock Weed and Management and Advisory Committee update. And they really would like to use herbicides in just certain areas of the lake that they can't seem to kill the weeds any other method. And it's not the select board's decision to make. It's going to go to the Conservation Commission next. But we heard them out, and some of us were more in favor than others. It's a tough call. We don't like too many overgrown weeds in the lakes. It makes it difficult to use, yet herbicides can be scary. So anyway, they were going to move on to the Conservation Commission, but they gave a full update, and you can read about that in the meeting packet or watch the video. Then we discussed some bylaw changes for town meeting. Let's see, I don't know that we really discussed anything new at this point, but we went over the timeline and everything. And then let me see if we had any liaison reports here. Try to jot those down while I'm sitting at the meeting to make sure I have them. Okay, liaison reports. Muriel Kramer recognized Mary Harrington and Doris Carver, who both were very important to the town, longtime volunteers, and they've passed away recently over the holidays. Mary Harrington, I know, was a select board member and chair for a long time. Okay, and then someone requested that we have an update from the Trails Coordination and Management Committee, and they'll be having an annual meeting coming up soon, so it sounds like the public will be welcome to attend that. Mary Jo also recognized Mayor Harrington and Doris Carver and mentioned that the Sustainable Green, she mentioned something about the Sustainable Green Committee. Now I don't remember what. Shai Dul mentioned that the Elementary School Building Committee 2 was having some more meetings in January, and they're working toward their deadline with the MSBA. They have to choose a grade configuration and a preferred grade configuration and a preferred site. And I think it's by the end of, I can't remember, I think it's by the end of February that has to happen. But there's a lot of public forums you can watch on TV, ask questions. So we moved to that decision. So I mentioned the puzzle competition at the Senior Center that I had been looking forward to attending. And then it turned out I got COVID right after this meeting, so I didn't actually end up going, but my family members went and had a great time. They came in 5th out of 15 teams. Let's see. And then I mentioned the Martin Luther King Day event, which was coming up on January 22nd at the Islamic Mazameen in Hopkinton, and the Lunar New Year celebration also coming up there, that was on January 22nd at the high school. The Hopkinton Chinese American Association put that on. And I think that was it for liaison reports. So thank you.